Initially, just 1,300 US Marines are deployed.
After Vietnam, the United States was reluctant in deploying ground troops to solve its national security problems. But when you deploy ground troops, the potential for massive loss of life is there.
It's also expensive. US military budgets have grown hugely to meet the cost of kitting out their troops. A US Marine's helmet costs $322, with another $68 for uniforms and $1,620 for body armor. Protective equipment is $342, a walkie-talkie $578, boots $105, and then a rifle $586. A fully equipped rucksack costs over $1,000 on top of all this. Taliban forces have much cheaper gear, but they still use modern equipment.
By now, they are not driving around in tanks, to put it simply. It's mainly foot soldiers, but of course they also have modern weaponry. I mean, it's well known that they very effectively use sniper rifles and night vision goggles and so on.
By contrast, US costs keep on rising. By 2012, it's estimated that to keep a single American soldier in Afghanistan for a year costs $2.1 million. 21st century warfare involves far fewer men on the battlefield than the major wars of the 20th century. At the peak of the Afghan war, the US deploys almost 100,000 troops, while NATO forces have 130,000 men in the field. By contrast, during the Second World War, over 12 million Americans were deployed overseas. Technology to some extent replaces raw manpower. The legacy of the Vietnam War makes conscription politically unthinkable and pushes the USA to send far fewer troops overseas. So the US adopts a new strategy of drones and airstrikes.
If you use a drone, there's no pilot, there's nobody at risk on the ground in the war zone, then it's cheaper and you're putting fewer troops at risk. The public would be less inclined to object.
An MQ-9 Reaper drone costs $6.5 million, whereas each F-35 fighter jet costs $91 million. Including pilots and infrastructure, a drone will cost $3,250 per hour of flight time compared to $16,500 per hour of flight for an F-35.
On the one hand, using drone strikes makes it easier for the president to go to war. Every one of those countries where the U.S. uses drone strikes, there's been huge public pushback, and that anti-U.S. sentiment has been used by local terrorist groups to recruit members. So actually the drone strikes are probably generating more terrorists than they're killing.